then we'll go ahead and get started. Great. Okay, welcome to your Thursday morning yoga practice. So take a few seconds, find yourself in a comfortable seat in your chair, and just give yourself some time to settle in. And maybe just looking back over the morning, noticing where you've come from and what you've done so far this morning, and just taking a second to let go of all of that. Allow yourself to be in this moment, and then just make yourself comfortable. Sitting up tall in your chair, letting the hips be heavy. Finding a comfortable spot for the hands, maybe resting palms up to help the shoulders to relax. Maybe palms down to help with focus and grounding and comfort, whatever works for you. And then just take a few deep breaths. Let's breathe deep into the stomach, expand the stomach as you inhale. Exhale, completely let all of the air out, getting rid of any stale energy that you might be holding on to. Breathing in, expand the stomach. Exhale, let everything soften and melt in your body. Inhale deep. And exhale, let go. You can allow your breath to return back to a natural pace, whatever feels natural to you. Just let go of control and see what happens. And then start to notice how you're starting your practice today. Notice if there are areas that are stiff or tight or uncomfortable. And just make a small effort to soften them here. Maybe the shoulders need to flop down a little bit more. Maybe the fingers or the toes are fidgety. Maybe you're squeezing the muscles in the chest and stomach. Maybe the back teeth are touching. Just try to relax all of those areas, allowing yourself to be soft and relaxed, knowing that the only thing that matters right now is this moment, your next breath, not worrying about your to-do list for the rest of the day or the rest of the week leading up to Christmas. Not worrying about the morning, anything that went the way you wanted to or didn't. Any worries from yesterday. Some of these things might be important, but in this moment, it's safe to let them go. You don't have to think about them right now. Just allow yourself to be present in your body before you start your practice. Just practicing today softness and stillness, allowing yourself to be inspired by the snowflakes outside. Allow everything to be heavy, soft, and quiet. Your mind might be busy. That's okay. That's what minds are supposed to do. They're supposed to think. But find something that will help you to bring your mind back to you when it does start to wander during your practice. Maybe you want to focus on continuously deepening your breath throughout your practice. Maybe you would like to just focus on the postures and how they feel in your body. Maybe you want to think of a mantra, something positive that you can repeat to yourself over and over. I am safe, I am loved, I am strong, I am healthy. Or maybe just setting an intention, continuously reminding yourself why you're here this morning. So just go ahead and think of what you're going to use as your anchor for your mind, for your practice today. And when you do notice that your mind has wandered or started to get crowded, just as many times as you need to, bring yourself back to your anchor, whether it be your breath or your mantra, the postures themselves. Just determine something that you can use to anchor yourself into the moment that's happening now. One more nice deep breath here. We're going to get started with our neck roll warm-up. So when you're ready, inhale, grow the spine up tall, top of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest, just letting the head be heavy. Next inhale will bring you up ear over shoulder, either side is fine. And then you'll exhale to drop down through center. Inhale up to the opposite side. So we're just rocking side to side. So you inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you relax down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you relax down. And you don't have to match me. Remember, you can just match your breath. Every time you inhale, you lift up to one side. Every time you exhale, you release back down to the center. If you have anywhere where you're feeling pain, just back up out of that area. If you find anywhere that's tight and needs to be stretched, maybe you hold in a certain area for a couple of breaths before continuing with your neck rolls. Maybe it would feel nice to you to do a few full circles with the head, tipping the head all the way to the back. So your warm-up is just completely customizable. Just listen to your body. It will tell you what it wants, and just honor that. Take what you need today. Inhale up, exhale down, just matching your breath. The shoulders are really still here, just the head is moving. Trying to let go of any resistance. Allow yourself to be as soft as you can going through. And as we begin with this practice each class, notice if there's anything today that's different than normal. Maybe you're experiencing less or more tightness than usual. Just notice, not to make any judgments, but just to be aware and to keep yourself present in the moment that's happening now. Inhale up, exhale down, very gently. Letting the breath rock you side to side, just like a gentle breeze. Very soft. This feels really great today. Really just getting into the shoulders and the neck. I hope it feels really great for you too. If it doesn't, just, customize as you need to. Back off certain areas if you're feeling extreme discomfort. Hold if you need to. Great. We'll rest with the chin to the chest, resting in the center. So just make sure the spine's not rounding forward, shoulders are still right on top of the hips. We'll just hold here, let the head be heavy. If you want an extra stretch, you can put the hand on the back of your head, gently pressing. Deep breaths here, expand the backs of the shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, soften into it. When you're ready, inhale, center. Exhale, just release. We'll drop the hands down to the sides for a few sun breaths, just using the movement rather, to connect to your breath. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Great. So just do that at your own speed. Same thing, just match your breath. Your inhale will carry you up. Your exhale will lower you down. Great. Continuing at your own speed. We'll do this a couple times. Maybe you hold the eyes closed. Maybe you look at your hands as they move, looking up. And then back down. Great. We'll hold at the top of this next one. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to cactus the arms. So just bending the arms, palms face forward, elbows are angled back just as much as possible. They might not go back very far. That's okay. We're just trying to stretch through the front of the body here and a little bit in the backs of the shoulders. Next inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, we're going to twist. So we'll bring the left hand to the right knee. Good. The right hand can just rest down. And then we'll bring the gaze over the right shoulder. So we're just twisting through the spine here, all the way from the tailbone up into the skull, wringing out toxins, squeezing out tension. If you want a deeper stretch, you can wrap that right hand behind your back. That's up to you. Breathing here, nice and deep. Great. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind back to center. We'll drop the hands to the sides. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand to the left knee. So now we're twisting to the other side. Same thing. Your chin goes over your left shoulder. You can wrap the left hand behind your back if you want to, or just let it rest down. Still sitting up nice and tall, even though we're in a twist. And just twisting as deep as you can comfortably. Again, if it hurts, back up out of it. But if you feel like you have a little bit more to go, you can use the hand against the knee to kind of press gently, maybe get more into the shoulders. And as you hold, maybe find a focal point over your shoulder, something to gaze at to keep you in the moment, to keep the mind from wandering. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind back to center. Great. Drop the hands to the sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Palms together. Exhale, we're just going over to the right side. So just hands up, tilting over to the side, rounding through the side of the body, getting into the shoulders. The side of the body, the ribs. Great. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Great. We'll go to the other side. Drop the hands. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, other side. So hinging over to the left. Great. That feels so nice to make space in the side of the body here. Trying to keep the heart open to the ceiling as much as possible. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, release the hands to the knees. Seated cat-cow to warm up. So we'll get into the spine a little bit. We're gonna, I'll turn so you can see me. You don't have to turn, but you can go right into it if you already know what to do. Otherwise, I'll just demonstrate. Inhale, you're gonna bring the chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, you're gonna round the spine. So we're just getting into the shoulders and the spine. So just match your breath. The inhale is forward, the exhale is back. And then you can add the head if you want to. Inhale, looking up as you go forward. Exhale, tucking the chin as you go back. So just go at your own speed. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Great. Beautiful. Just stretching out. Warming up the spine. Getting in touch with the breath. If you're tight somewhere and it feels really good, you can just hold and take a couple breaths in one position and then continue when you're ready. Same as your neck rolls. This is pretty customizable. Inhale forward. And then exhale to go back. And then when you're ready, we're going to switch to circles. So just circling the spine. So coming to the side, inhaling as you sweep across the front. So again, the chest is just forward, just like we just did. And then to the side, exhale as you sweep across the back. So the back is rounding. Inhale forward. Exhale backward. Doesn't matter which direction you go. We're just going to do both. So inhale front. Exhale back. Really great for the spine and the shoulders. To me, this always feels really, really great on the hips too, actually. And then when you're ready, just switch. Inhale, front. Exhale, back. Great. And just moving any way that feels good. Maybe you want to get the shoulders involved a little bit. You can just wiggle, add any organic movement that you think would help you to really benefit from this. Great. And then when you're done, inhale, center, exhale, relax. Okay, we're coming into a forward fold. We're gonna hold it for a little bit. So we're gonna be coming into one of those quiet, still moments after we get into it, and we're gonna kind of stay there for a bit. So this is one of those times where your mind might start to wander after we hold for a little bit. And so just re-identify what your anchor is, what you're gonna use to bring yourself back, and then just do that as many times as you need to as we hold this next posture. So when you're ready, just a seated forward fold. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, start to bend forward. So you can go as far as you like. You can come onto the elbows. You can drop down and reach for the ankles. You can reach for the floor, even if you can't touch the floor. Or you can put your hands all the way down on the floor, whatever you think feels best. And you don't have to commit to a certain position. You can switch back and forth as you need to. And then just breathe once you're settled in. So if you're putting any weight on the hands, holding onto the ankles, the floor, or having the elbows on the knees, and just watch that tension doesn't start to build in the shoulders. Keep the shoulders soft as possible. We're focused on releasing tension rather than adding it. Long, deep breath. You can observe where you feel the stretch the most. And maybe you do hold in just complete stillness, or maybe you do feel like you need to add in some organic movement, maybe just turning the head side to side, stretching through the neck, moving the shoulders or the hips a little bit. So again, just customize, do what you need to do, and just breathe. It can feel really, really nice in the backs of the shoulders if you want to just drop your head and let the head be really, really heavy here. If you get dizzy easily, or if you don't feel like your neck is strong enough for that, you can just keep your head supported. Any low back problems, just try to keep a flat back here. So that might mean you have to come up a little bit to maintain a flat back, but just do what you need to do. And we're going to stay here for a couple more seconds, maybe like a minute. So just focus on your breath, focus on your anchor, whether it be your mantra, your breath, the pose itself. Just try to keep yourself here. We'll hold for we'll have a quiet moment here. So just relax and go within. Notice the mind, notice where it goes. Don't get discouraged when you find you need to bring it back. Just be happy that you noticed and continue on. Couple more breaths here. And just really letting gravity pull us down into the stretch so we can really get a little bit of extra benefit today. Let's take one more big inhale here. Exhale, start to work your way back up to seated in the chair. Great, nice and slow and gentle. All right, any counter pose you need to do. You can tip the hips back for a second if you need, wiggle out the shoulders, whatever feels good to you to release that stretch now. Great. All right, that felt really nice. So let's do the same thing, but in a wide leg forward fold. So we're gonna take the knees open, and they don't have to be super open. If you're working with a chair that has arms, they can just be hip distance, that's fine too. Just make sure, however wide they are, the knee is over the ankle, so the inner thighs are activated, pushing the knees back. If the knees start coming forward at all, that might just mean you need to close the feet together more. So go ahead and refine your posture here. Make sure the hips aren't sinking back at all. You're still tall. We're going to do the same thing and just fold forward. So just go as low as you're comfortable with. And we'll start when you're ready. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, start to melt down forward. So you can stay up on your elbows, hold on to the chair, or reach for the floor, reach for your ankles, whatever feels good to you. So we're getting more into the inner thighs and the hips in this pose. Good. So holding here. Continuously pressing the knees back. And just notice how this forward fold feels different than the last. Notice if there are any differences to you. Maybe you go down a little farther in this one. Maybe you stay up a little higher in this one. Just keep an open mind. Don't attach to the outcome. We're going to do a few more stretches here in this position, but for right now, just stay here in this moment. Just hold and breathe. We'll take another quiet moment here just to hold the stretch and really let gravity deepen it as we hold. So use that anchor here. Great, just a couple more breaths. Keep bringing yourself back just as many times as you need to. Now you have the option to stay here, or you can add a twist. We'll bring the left hand right to the middle, the center of the feet, and then you'll inhale, lift the right hand straight up overhead. The gaze will go towards that right hand. If you're not comfortable in this position, you can just stay in your forward fold. Otherwise, just hold here. One more big breath, breathe in. Exhale, float that arm down. Great. And then inhale, other arm. Left hand lifts. Bring the gaze towards the left hand. Great. Hold and breathe. Great. One more big inhale. Exhale. Rest down. Great. Let's take one more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten out the spine. And exhale, we'll start to come up. Great. We're going to keep the legs in this wide leg position as long as that's working for you. We'll come into some shoulder stretches. So we'll inhale, hands come up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Great. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, we'll bring the hands to the knees. So the fingers are on the inside of the knees, the thumbs are on the back of the knees. We're going to do a shoulder stretch here, nice and gentle. So you'll inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, let's drop the right shoulder forward. Great. And then the chin can kind of go over to the right as you do that. And that should get in that hard to get spot right between the shoulder blades. So be gentle here, especially if you have sensitive shoulders. You want this to be beneficial. So if it hurts, don't do it. And then we'll inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder forward. And the gaze will go towards the left shoulder. Great. Hold it here. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder down. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Great. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Drop the hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Great. We'll bring the legs together from here, and we're going to come into camel next and hold for a few breaths. So if you know camel, go for it. If not, I'll show you the variations that you can pick from. I'll turn so you can see me, but you don't have to turn. So you can do camel with your hands on the low back, fingers pointing down. And then you'll just squeeze your elbows and shoulders towards each other so that your heart is lifting to the ceiling. And you can tip your head back if you want to. It's totally up to you. I think most people do. I usually don't. So your choice. So this is version 1. Version 2 is put your hands down on the chair and use the chair, kind of push it to lift the heart and get a deeper stretch in the back. So you can pick whatever one feels best on your body. And then go ahead and just open the heart towards the ceiling. You can tip the head back if you want to. And just take a couple breaths here. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Really great. One more big breath in. And exhale, let it go. Great. Relax the shoulders. Okay, we just have 2 more forward folds I want to do for the hips. So we're going to do our seated half pigeon. So we're going to start with the right leg on top. You can cross the ankles at the floor, or you can do the full pose and bring the ankle up to the knee, whichever one feels best to you. So come tall. When we pull the leg in, sometimes we sink back, so make sure the hips haven't sunk back at all. They're still forward, up tall. And then what's going to give you the stretch is just gently, gently, gently wanting to aim this knee down as much as possible. So not pushing on it, but just, knowing that that's where the stretch is going to come from. So if this is comfortable to you, maybe just a little bit, try to see if you can get it a little lower. So when you're ready, you'll inhale, grow tall. Exhale, again, we're melting forward. So you can stay up on your elbows, so you can reach down for your ankle or the floor. This is a pretty big stretch, so you might not get down as far as you did with the other forward folds. So just keep an open mind here. And don't judge yourself. Just allow things to happen how they want to. And we'll just breathe. So I should be feeling a nice stretch in the right hip here. Again, maybe you relax the head down, maybe you keep it supported. And then just breathe. And again, we'll take a quiet moment here. The mind might start to wander. So get your anchor ready to just bring yourself back. Lead yourself back to this moment. And just breathe. Couple more breaths here. The stretch might start to change as we hold. Maybe you find you're getting warmer and you want to see if you can get down deeper. Or maybe you're finding you're having a hard time keeping the breath long. That might mean that the stretch is starting to feel too intense. So you can come out of it if you need to at any point. Just ease up. We'll take a couple more deep breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly start to come up. You could release that leg Okay, big stretch, so you can just kind of wiggle the knee, whatever you need to do to release that hip. And then we'll just go right to the other side today. So you can left leg on top, cross the ankles, or rest the ankle on the knee. You might not be exactly the same on both sides, so keep an open mind here. It's very common for one side to be tighter than the other, so not a big deal. Or if you've had an injury on one side, obviously that will make a difference too. So check your posture. Inhale, come tall. And then exhale, fold forward, melt into the stretch. So again, just right away, notice if it's any different than the other side. Notice if you need to handle the stretch differently. Go down deeper, come up higher. And remember, if you're resting on your elbows here or putting any weight on your hands, just keep the shoulders soft. Try not to let them tense up. Everything is relaxed. Just keep this as soft and comfortable as possible. Just making space in the body to clear out the tension that's being held there. And then just breathe. We'll hold here for a bit, just like we did on the other side. With each exhale, just softening deeper. Scanning through the body, noticing if anywhere is starting to tense up. Just continuously asking yourself, where can I relax more? Couple more breaths. Just enjoy the stretch, enjoy the quiet. Even if it's not quiet around you, enjoy the quiet inside of you. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, we'll start to rise up very slowly and release the leg. Great. All right, so relax the hips. And let's just take a few ankle circles here, just circling the feet around and then the other way. You can do one at a time if that's easier for you. And then you can just flex and point, pull the feet, toes back towards your face, point them down. Just stretching through the toes and the ankles real quick. Great. All right, we're gonna come into some twists next. So I'm gonna do them on facing the side of the chair. You can do that too if you're able. If you're in a chair that has arms and you can't swing to the side, you can still do them facing front. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We're just gonna twist, but I'll turn this way so I can show you. So I'm facing my left side. So you can match me or whatever's easiest. So we're gonna start with the hands just reaching front. Great, and then from here, we're gonna open that right hand and twist the chest to face the right side. So if you're facing the side like me, you're gonna try to get the chest forward as much as you can. So your legs are pointing one way and your chest is pointing the other way. And then to complete the twist, you can just bring your head to look at your right hand so that you're twisting all the way from the bottom of your body to the top. Great. And then maybe finding a focal point here behind you, something to look at, something nice to keep you grounded. Great. One more inhale. Exhale, release the arms, relax the shoulders. We're going to do that one more time with an option to add on. You don't have to add on. You can try it. So arms open, or I'm sorry, front. And then we'll open, right hand to the back. The gaze goes to the right. Now you can just hold here again, or you can try extending the right leg forward to get a stretch through the leg. Option to stay here or add on. Inhale tall. Exhale the left hand down towards the leg. So forward folds, twist. So you can do that, or you can stay in just a regular twist, whatever feels best to you. Great. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Relax the shoulders, really nice. All right, same thing other side. We'll swing around to face the other side of the chair, or you can face front, whatever you're doing. Arms extend. This time the left arm opens to the back and your gaze goes towards the left hand. So just holding here, let the spine just twist. Breathe deep. One more big inhale. Exhale, relax. Relax the shoulders. Great, we'll get back into it with the option to add on. So arms to the front, open, left hand to the back. Gaze goes to the left. Great. Stay here or extend the left leg straight. Stay here or bring the right hand towards the left leg. Hold and breathe. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Great. Relax the shoulders. And then we'll come back to the center. We'll drop the hands to the sides. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, tall. Exhale, chair twist. So just bringing the left elbow towards the right knee. It's okay if they don't touch. We're just bringing them in that direction. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. Great. Holding here. And inhale, center. Exhale, chair twist to the other side. The right elbow goes towards the left knee. Again, it's okay if they don't touch. Just put them in that direction. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Hold and breathe. And inhale, center. One more time, each side. Exhale, left elbow towards the right knee. Gazing up at the ceiling. Inhale, center. And exhale, switch sides. Last one. Hold and breathe. Inhale, center. And exhale, we'll drop the hands to the sides. We're gonna do sitting and standing with a sun breath. So coming nice and controlled back down into the chair through chair pose. So kind of trying to hover above the chair before you sit back down if you can. If you have sensitive knees, you can just do your sun breaths, either sitting or standing. Otherwise, we'll drop the hands. Inhale to stand up, hands come up overhead. And then exhale, slow and controlled, coming back down into the chair, hands through heart center. Great. So if that bothers your joints at all, you can just stay on your feet or stay in the chair. Inhale is to come up. And then exhale is to come down. Just be very careful if you're on a chair with wheels, make sure it's behind you when you sit. Inhale tall. Exhale, slow and controlled. Great. One more time, let's stay on our feet this time. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Hold it here. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the breath in your lungs. Just feel this moment that's happening now. Notice the effects of your practice so far. Notice if the areas that were tight are still tight, or if anything is starting to change. Notice if any new tension has started to build up. Notice where your mind has gone. Acknowledge your thoughts, accept them, and then let them go. Allowing your practice to happen however it's happening, and just allowing yourself to feel happy for that. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Great. Okay, let's come to stand behind the chair. We're going to use it for balance, so that you'll be able to grab onto the back here. All right, we're going to do some twists. So we've done a lot of twists to warm up, so we'll go through a little flow using those twists. So let's go ahead and step the right foot to the back. So try to keep it parallel if you can, so that both of the toes are facing, or both of the feet are facing towards the chair. And it can be as far back as you want, or you can shorten your stance, whatever works. Just make sure your front knee is not going over your front toe. You want to keep the shin a parallel line. So you should be able to see your toe when you look down in front of you. So holding here, crescent lunge. You can stay with both hands on the chair, or you can keep one hand on the chair. Otherwise, we're going to drop the hands. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, cactus. So opening the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, coming to that twist. So the right arm comes forward and the left arm goes back. Great. So the right arm is reaching towards the chair and the left arm is reaching away from the chair. And again, to complete the twist, just bring your gaze to the back. We'll hold here for a second, nice and strong. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Great. Let's come into warrior two from here. So drop the hands. Inhale up. Exhale, this time we're going to bring the left hand towards the chair, right hand behind you. So the toes on the back foot are going to face the side now. So you'll lift the heel for a moment. So right toes are pointing to the back, left toes are still pointing to the chair. Warrior two, hold it here. Great. Just hold and breathe. And then let's come into triangle. So inhale, stretch the front leg. Exhale, we're going to tip towards the chair. So you can stay right here, just reaching and using the chair for support. Otherwise, you can drop your hand down to your leg and go a little bit deeper into the side stretch. Whatever feels best to you, just make sure you're not putting pressure on your knee. So your hand should be above or below your knee. Hold it here. Inhale, come to stand, the arms are wide. Exhale, warrior two, bend the front leg. Inhale, back to that crescent lunge, hands up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Step the feet together. And we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Step the left foot to the back. Toes start parallel. Check in that you can see your toe in the front. The knee is right over the ankle. So you might be able to have the same exact stance on this side as you could on the other side, or you might need to make adjustments. So just notice. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Left hand comes front, right hand goes back, gaze goes to the right. Great. Hold and breathe. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, let's do another cactus. Great. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. So arms are open this time, so not in a twist. Right arm reaches towards the chair. Left arm is behind you. Left toes are now pointing straight ahead. So your chest and your hips are open to the side. You're still bending into that front leg. And then the gaze goes to the right here. Hold it here. Breathing. And then we'll switch to triangle. So inhale, stretch the knee. Exhale, come forward. So keep the hand on the chair or drop down to your leg, whatever feels best to you. Good. Hold it here. Triangle is my favorite pose. It feels really great for the outside of this hip, the inside of this thigh, whole side of the body, the shoulders, the chest. Just love everything about it. We'll inhale, come back up. Arms are wide. Exhale, warrior two. Bend that front leg. Inhale, hands sweep up, face the chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Step the feet together. Great. All right, let's just pedal through the feet. Lift one heel at a time. Bending one knee just to stretch out. Great. Okay. Tree pose is next. So let's find ourselves in mountain first. So we're going to be using the chair for balance. I'll stand not behind the chair so you can see me, but you can put the chair in front of you if that will be easier for you. So mountain pose, let's take our time here today. Your toes are nice and soft. You're going to spread them out and press them into the ground. You can keep a little bend in your knees if that helps you to be comfortable. And then think about the hips and the shoulders being aligned. Think about the ribs not being open. Think about almost like they're trying to close in the front here. So the shoulders and the hips are right over each other. Tuck the chin in just a little bit just to help keep the ears right over the shoulders. And let's take the palms open. Good, take a few breaths here just to feel your feet on the floor. Good, close your eyes if you want to. Just breathe. And then you can go ahead and find a focal point. So as we move into tree pose, you'll have something to look at that's not moving, and that can help you balance. So let's start with our left leg. We'll start to lift the left leg, shift the weight onto the right leg. So you can start to hold onto your chair at this point. For tree pose, you can keep both feet on the ground if you want to. Let's see. I'll try to stand where you can see me. So you can just do with one foot open. You can do like a kickstand and keep the toe on the ground. You can lift the ankle, the lower leg, or the upper leg. So whatever version you would like to do, just work your way there slowly and use the chair for balance. So you can keep one hand on the chair and do heart center, palms open, maybe grow your branches, reach the arms up. Maybe you're feeling good and you want to try to test your balance. Maybe you fall. That is okay. Just start over. Just pick a hand placement that you like. Maybe move the arms around. Good. Just use that focal point. Go nice and slow. Remember, if you fall, try not to just spring back up. Come back to your mountain and then work your way up slowly from there. And you're welcome to stay as long as you like. If you just caught a good balance or you feel like you're about to, keep working at it. Otherwise, we're just gonna switch to the other side. Same thing. So nice and slow. Find your mountain pose, your alignment. The toes are soft. Those are your roots for your tree. Everything's aligned. The ribs are closing in the front. The back of the neck is straightening out. And then just start to shift to the other side. Sometimes one side's easier than the other, so keep an open mind as usual. And then find a hand placement you like. Maybe you do the same hand placement on both sides. Maybe you switch it up. Great. Breathing. Nice and strong. Remember, if you fall, you can just come to your mountain pose, slowly work your way back up. You have plenty of time. Great. All right, again, if you just caught a good balance or you feel like you're about to, feel free to keep playing around with it. Otherwise, we'll work our way back down. Pedal through the feet, just lift one heel at a time. Great. Okay, we're gonna work our way back down to the chair to start preparing for our meditation time. All right. Take your time and get comfortable. We're gonna let ourselves really just melt into the chair for the next 5 minutes. So don't worry about your posture here. You can really just let go and sink into the chair. Let the feet be heavy. Fingers can be limp. And just take a few deep breaths just to let yourself settle in here. Just really breathing into the stomach. Softening as you exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Making any adjustments you need to with the clothing, the chair, the hair, so that you can hold as still as possible throughout the meditation and just get the most benefit. Of course, if you need to move or switch positions during the meditation, you can. But if you need to do any setup, go ahead and do that now. And then just start to scan through the body. Notice if there's any difference to how you were feeling at the start of class as opposed to how you're feeling now. Revisit those areas of tension or discomfort. And just start to send your breath to those areas and allow them to soften. Check in with the fingers and toes, see if they're clenching or wiggling at all. Allow them to be limp and still. Check in with the muscles and the legs and the hips. Are they tightening or clenching at all? Make an effort to release and let them melt. See if the stomach or the chest are tightening. Just loosen those muscles. Allow the chest and stomach to expand as you breathe in and relax as you breathe out. Maybe the shoulders are working their way up to the ears, or maybe they're pressing down really, really hard. Try to soften that. Just let them fall. No effort in the shoulders. Just nice and loose. Notice if the back teeth are touching. Allow there to be a space. Relax the tongue, relax the jaw. Allowing the entire head to be relaxed. Allow the eyelids to close softly. Eyebrows are relaxed. Expression is soft. Just allow the entire body to begin to melt into the chair. Now take a moment. We're going to have another quiet minute for our meditation time. And we're just going to continue to focus on our anchor. So whatever you picked at the start of class to help keep yourself here in the moment, you're going to bring that back to your mind. Maybe repeating a mantra over and over. Maybe just focusing on deepening the breath. Maybe continuously scanning through the body, asking yourself, where can I soften? Maybe your intention, the reason you're here right now. Whatever it is, just bring it to your mind and hold it there. We're going to rest quietly for about a minute. I'll bring you back into the room when it's time. We'll slowly start to invite some movement back into the body, starting in the fingers and toes, and then just allow it to spread into the hands and the arms and legs and the feet. And just bring some energy back into the body, whatever way feels natural to you. Maybe stretching out the arms and legs, whatever feels good, and maybe a few neck rolls. And then when you're ready, we're going to drop our hands to the sides. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.